1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 18. Then answered one of the servants and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that is cunning in playing, and a mighty valiant man, a man of war, and prudent in matters, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. This is the testimony about David. The topic for today is God qualifies whom He calls. God qualifies whom He calls. God equipped David for the works ahead. God made use of David's multiple abilities, big and small, for the work ahead. David was a man of war. He was cunning in his playing, a mighty valiant man, prudent in matters. God used his natural abilities also. He was a calm, humble, and patient shepherd boy. He was a man of good presence. His heart was in agreement with God's heart. It says in verse 18, the Lord was with him. When David submitted his life to God, God blended all his abilities together and made him a great man of God. David was faithful in little things, and he did his best. God looks at the heart, not the outward appearance. In verse 7 of chapter 16, Prophet Samuel mistakenly was about to anoint another person instead of David. And in verse 7 it says, But the Lord said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord sees not as man sees. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. Lord chose David for his work, a man after God's own heart. May our Lord help us to submit ourselves and whatever we have to God. We may think that what we have is a single small ability, or we may think that we have multiple small abilities and not good or best like the rest of the people around us. But whatever it may be, when we give it to God, the Lord will use it mightily in His hands. So when we are in God's hands to serve Him, He can use us for His glory. It is not our strength or our wisdom. It is God who is using us. So when we serve Him, let us serve Him just as we are, with whatever we have and in whatever way we can. Wherever we are and whenever we are. As long as we are placed on this earth, as long as we can, let's serve Him. God does not call the qualified. God qualifies whom He calls. God does not call the qualified. God qualifies whom He calls. May God bless these thoughts to our hearts. May His name be glorified.